Hello, I'm Robin, and this is my channel, Crochet the Day. Welcome. And we'll be talking about everything from whips to horses. So if you enjoy learning about crochet or like talking about crochet, and you also enjoy animals and farm living, then this is the channel for you. So buckle up, it's time to get started. Good morning. Excuse the way I look right now. I literally just woke up, and I have about 12 minutes before I have to start working. Luckily, I do work from home right now, but it's still, I just rolled out of bed and it's, well, ta-da, this is what I look like. So, I had a thought this morning. These are the things that keep me up and why I don't sleep that much. Had a thought. After I'm done with this sweater, and by the way, I have made good progress on this. I just dropped my hook. Let's see here if I can figure out which way it goes. Let's see here. Anybody else get confused on which direction everything goes? Let's see. I believe it goes this way. Okay, so here. So I think I'm almost to the point where I need to do the arms. The pattern has me going another like 5 rows to start shaping the armpit and then start doing the body round. But I'm afraid to follow the full pattern because I want it to be oversized, but not so big that it's like uncomfortable to wear. So I might go ahead and finish the round I'm on right now, and then do the arms or the armpit, you know, where you connect the V-stitch to the V-stitch. But I don't know, I'll have to put it on and see, because I'm also worried about making it too small. But then I know these things stretch, and the stretching part is what also worries me, because I've made several things thinking that it's going to be too small, and then I wear it 1 or 2 times and then it's way too big. So I don't normally block, and maybe that's part of it, but from what I've seen, blocking also makes it stretch, doesn't it? Somebody can fill me in on that. I do block when I make granny squares, but I don't block when I make these type of sweaters. So tell me what you think about blocking and how it would affect this sweater. One other thing, well, the reason why I'm up and I'm recording right now is I had the thought when I woke up making a ugly Christmas sweater. I've always wanted one, but if you don't make it, it's kind of expensive to buy. Of course, making it, you're going to be paying for the yarn to make it, but I mean, at least it would be what I want, right? So, but I've never bought one because I was always surprised at how expensive it was. I'm like, it's an ugly sweater. It's supposed to be ugly. Like, why is it so expensive? But I've never bought one. So, but I've always wanted one. So, you know, it's October still. I would have time to make an ugly Christmas sweater for the season. So maybe when I'm done with this, I will go ahead and make a granny square ugly Christmas sweater, which I've never made the granny square sweater before, so it would be new for me. I've made granny square blankets, I've made granny square purses and bags and stuff like that, but I've never made a sweater with granny squares or like a cardigan or anything like that. But I'm thinking a sweater, not a cardigan, but I'm thinking a sweater. So I am thinking about that. If you think that would be something you'd want to watch or you'd be interested in seeing, let me know, because I'm thinking maybe that's the next project I'm going to do. I kind of promised my kid I would make her a headband like this one. So I probably will do that first. And then, another question I have. These headbands, when I made them fit, and excuse me, it's early, and now it's way too loose. How do you account for the stretch on a headband? I followed the instructions. I made it the appropriate inches that I'm supposed to make, and then I wore it. I do wear them a lot. Well, since I made them, I've maybe worn this one a few times, and you know, it slides up the back of my head, and I think it's just because it's loosened up so much. As I put it on this morning, and I was like, that is really loose. And my daughter was wearing it yesterday, and I thought maybe she stretched it out, but I don't know, because it was really loose before she stretched it. So how do you account for the stretch? Do you just make it a few inches smaller than what the pattern says or the instructions say? I followed a tutorial for the headband, and I'll link the tutorial in the video, because I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name of the lady that I followed. I do subscribe to her, so it should be easy for me to find. But I like the headband. I think it's super cute. And, you know, as I'm getting older, I kind of feel like I need a little more splash of color. So I decided I wanted to, like, wear a headband as part of my thing. You know, I think they're cute. And as it gets colder, maybe I'll make some ear warmers and use those instead of a headband. You know, fun. So anyway, let me know what you think about the ugly sweater, and if that's something you would want to watch me make and make with me, maybe. It might be fun. So anyway, have a good day, and I'll check back in later. I gotta start work in 5 minutes. I have a good night. Morning. Ooh, it's tired. Have a good day. Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick update on where I am with the sweater now. So I finished the, I connected the under the arms here. Hold on, let me scoot back a little. Connected under the arms here. So I have finished the top part of this sweater. So both are connected here. And I've started working on the body. So I'm about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, working on the 6th row of the middle section. So just wanted to do a quick update. I did end up cutting off about 5 rows from the top part. And this pattern is MJ's Off the Hook. Let me see what the name of the pattern is. Good morning. I didn't realize that yesterday I stopped recording when I went to go look for the pattern name of my sweater that I'm working on. So it is called Athabasca Falls Pullover from MJ's Off the Hook. So I really like her stuff. I have a lot of her patterns. I like her because she's also size inclusive. So that's helpful. Although I do find that a lot of her plus size stuff I still have to bring down. I have to make it smaller for me. I think it's because even though I'm plus size, I'm still kind of smaller person, but chubby still. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update quickly on where I am with the sweater. I have gotten pretty far on it. But I I put it on last night, and it's just above my waist. So I still need to go probably a good 5 inches maybe, and then do the ribbing on the bottom. I'm gonna make loose ribbing on the bottom because I don't like it tight against my hips, but I'm gonna do loose ribbing, and then I'll work on the sleeves. So I think I have enough yarn to make it, but I'm gonna play yarn chicken with this one. This is I love this yarn metallic, which is the peacock color that I like so much. I got this yarn to make hats and hand warmers, and I did make 2 sets with matching hats and hand warmers, but I just loved it so much, and I like it against my skin. It's almost the same color as my Bucky shirt here, but I like this color, I like this tone, and I like it against my skin. So anyway, just wanted to give a quick update. It's very early in the morning. I woke up at 4:30. I can't seem to, sorry about the dogs barking. Sorry, I just can't seem to sleep anymore. I don't know if it's my age and I'm going into menopause or something, but I don't sleep very good. I wake up very early in the morning, and then I'm exhausted in the evening and fall asleep in my chair while I'm trying to watch TV with my husband. So anyway, the plan for today is work on my crochet this morning until I have to go to work. I go to work, and then probably work on my sweater on my breaks, and then after I'm done working, probably keep crocheting because it's rainy and there's nothing to do much outside. Can't do anything outside right now. We're supposed to be raining all day today, although it's finally starting to cool down where it's gonna stay out of the 80s for a bit, which is my favorite time of year. My favorite time of year is when it's in the 60s and 70s. So I'm excited about that. Plus all the wasps go away and the flies go away. And living in the country, we have a lot of flies and a lot of wasps. So I'll be happy when they're gone. I hope you, the next section is going to be just introducing my horses. I do have 5 horses. I've got Sunshine, Ginger, Sue, and Chuck. 4 horses and a pony, really. Spot is the pony. So I'm going to introduce them and have you get to know them a little bit. They're good horses, like their cookies. Hope you enjoy that. Have good, I'll check in later.
Here they are. We've got Sunshine there on the end next to Ginger, Sue, and Chuck, and the little pony is Spot. So we've got Sunshine, Ginger, Sue, Chuck, and Spot. And yes, they do know their names. Right, Spot? They know I have cookies. That's why they're like, where's my mama? My mama's got my cookies. Right, Ginger? You want some cookies, huh? So this is my head mare. She's definitely in charge of the group. Ginger. That's my girl. Then we got Sunshine here. Hi, sweetheart. Sue, baby. Hi, my Sue. Don't tell anybody that Sue's my favorite. And then Spotty. And then Chuck is the newest one to the group, and he is pretty much, yeah, gets kicked out. Sue, be nice. Chuck. Chuck, come back, love. He's like, I want a cookie, but the girls won't let him have a cookie. because this is the girl. Sue, why you be mean to Chuck? I call him Chucky Chunk. He's new. He's only been with us for about a month. So he's still finding his place in the herd. So anyway, this is my crew. They all just want their cookies, especially this one. See, look at that. There you go, love. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be lunging Ginger right now. And, well, maybe I'll have my daughter lunge Ginger. And I'll be lunging Sue then. Right, Sue? You want to go for a run? Want to be lunged? Want to do some trotting? Yeah, maybe? All right, then. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. Good morning. It's very, very early and no one is up yet. But I wanted to do a quick update on my sweater that I was making. Let's see here. This is the sweater. I finished the sleeves. I finished the bottom, and I told you I was going to make a loose, what's this thing called? I'm thinking brim, but I know it's not a brim. It is, well, you know what I'm talking about. I was going to make this loose because I don't want it tight against my hips. It ended up being a little wavy, more wavy than I anticipated, but you know, oh well. It actually looks pretty cute on, so I'm not worried about it. So it's still a little damp. I wet it down to loosen the fabric a little bit. And I'm just waiting for it to dry right now. Not officially blocking it. But I just noticed this white is a little faded now. It's not as white as it was. It could be the lighting in here because it's dark and it's still a little damp. A little worried. If it is a little less white, I mean, it's not going to kill me, but it kind of ruins the, I don't know, can you see that it's a little brownish now? That'll be sad. Well, anyway, it's probably because I washed it with this, and this. This is probably what did it. I made this, and I actually submitted this into the state fair and it won first place. So for the category, it's just a, sorry, it's very early. But I wanted to get this videoed before the kids were up. It's just a hexagon hexagon pattern. It's not a cardigan, hexagon shirt, where I did hexagon, left a little V here, and then I added the bottom and did it in a round with the granny stitch. So sorry about the shadow of my phone. There we go. Granny stitch. This I did the same way, except I didn't do a granny stitch on the bottom. I did just double crochet along the bottom here. And this V-neck didn't really, it's not like as sharp a V, but it came out pretty nice. I like that, the way that came out. Okay, so I think this might be the lighting in here as to why this isn't as white as it was. In the camera, it doesn't look quite as bad. So I'm thinking maybe it's the light. Hopefully it's the light. If it is, just like I said, if it's a little less white than it was, it's not gonna hurt my feelings too bad, because what I really liked about this was the shirt, was the teal. Well, peacock is the name of the color. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that this is done. It does look a little yellowish or brownish. That's sad. I'll have to remember not to do that in the future. Sorry about the shadow of the phone. Jeez. There. So anyway, the sleeves came out pretty nice, liking them. And I'll put it on once it's dry and take a little video of that. Oh, I'm sad on this color. You can see it's a little brownie. Oh, oh no. Maybe I'll try to wash it again and see if that helps by itself. I'll try and wash it. Okay. Okay, so here are my things. I did get accepted into the 11/8 craft show in Podo. So I was just staging my things to see. Like I said, it's very early in the morning, so you can see it's still dark outside. But here are my things. I've got some stockings that I want to sell, that I've made Christmas stockings. Then I have my baby hats, adult hats. Here I have some hats and mittens matching. Well, these aren't really mittens, they're fingerless gloves. And I have some scarves, some shawls, and some blankets in the back there. Here's some bags that I've made. And then all my baskets. Excuse the mess behind me, behind the table there. I have kids, it's always gonna be messy. So anyway, I was just staging here to see what was the best way to do a 10 by 10 space with the things that I have. This is almost everything I have. There's a few duplicates that aren't stashed. I have my scrunchies here. Lots of scrunchies. I still have more than this. I just, just put some in here. Anyway, this is all my stuff. I'm making some more beanies, and I also ordered more beanie stands, kind of like this one, although this is just for dishes. But I'm going ahead and ordering a few more beanie stands, so they're not all spread out on the table. So for the adult ones, and I'm making a couple more beanies before the show. These are my mom's. My mom embroiders. So she decided to make some embroidery pillows and try to sell them. She also has, let's see if I can get some light on this. She embroidered these, let's see here, these hoodies. So there's this hoodie that has this on the back. And she embroidered this hoodie. Let's see if you can see the embroidery there. She's got them on the cuffs. And then she has this on the back. She also did some jean jackets that we're gonna try to sell, but I don't have them in here. She has them at her house. So that's kind of what's going on right now. So I'm sad about my sweater. Still thinking about it. I went ahead and put it in the washing machine, seeing if I can help that staining. If not, I'm still wearing the darn thing. I mean, I spent enough time on it, but it does make me sad. All right then, until next time. Well, thank you for joining me for this first vlog. And if you'd like to see how my sweater that I probably ruined comes out, please feel free to check in with the next one. I'll probably only be posting weekly since I do work full time, and I will do my best.
So I'm very happy to have met anybody, or if you want to leave some comments, I'd be happy to get to know you better. But I do appreciate anybody who's watching and is still watching after this long time period to see me again ruin my poor sweater. Hopefully it's not ruined. We'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna wear that sucker whether or not it's ruined, because it took me, what, 3 to 4 days to make. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed Crochet of the Day. Thank you.